Okay, introduce yourself.
So, hello guys. My name is Samuel_Traveler, and I'm here in Mombasa to take around Mr. PKLARBI and show him what our Mombasa entails. So right here we are at the junction between Fort Jesus, that one.
Okay.
Fort Jesus and Old Town Mombasa. So first we're gonna go to Old Town Mombasa and then get to see whatever Old Town Mombasa has. But before we go there, we want to give you a little bit of history or a little bit of introduction of what Mombasa is, or the Old Town Mombasa. So Mombasa Old Town dates back to the medieval times when it was an Islam trading region, whereby the Islam's Arabs, they were coming to trade in the East African coast. It dates all back to the maybe 12th century or 900 AD. And right here where we are gonna be going down to Sir Mubarak Lane, that was named before the first governor of Mombasa. All previously it was called the Vasco da Gama Lane, and then after Vasco da Gama and everything went away, and it was named after the first governor of Mombasa. So we will walk down and we dive into the Old Town and everything that Old Town entails.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is Camel Joint.
Camel Joint.
Yeah. This is whereby when you are done with your tour, this is where you come and get your soft drinks or eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a Mombasa Old Club. You can come and see here.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the
Mombasa Old Club.
Mombasa Old Club, built by the traders in 1897.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is whereby you will find. So what I was saying is, the reason as to why Old Town is called Old Town.
Okay.
In the early 20th century, there was an introduction of a culture that was called Old Town culture, whereby the artists from around here, they could hang the arts on the wall that they have drawn. They hang them on the wall. So maybe the visitors or the tourists who are coming around the Old Town, they could be able to see and indulge themselves and learn. So then the Old Town name stuck. Yeah. So that's why we still have the
God bless you, sir. Have the Sunday. Have the Saturday. Good Sunday, good Saturday. You welcome.
Everything you have seen like the Sri Lanka towns of India, how they put their wiring down there. That's how it's still looking like this. So we wanna go down here.
Thank you.
So I told you we're still going to come back here.
Here.
So that now we can go and see something else. Now that we are going to see the dark history of Old Town. And also you remember there were people more focused on the transatlantic slave trade, but they don't talk about the East African slave trade or the Arab slave trade. So Arab slave trade is the one that was happening in East Africa, which people didn't know more about. They never talked about more. So here we have the Leven House. This is the Leven House. This house here, it's built in a form of a ship. That docked here in 1884. That's the first time the British set foot in East African coast. And it was channeled by Captain Owen with the soldiers. His soldiers. When they came here, they found the ruler that Said. And Said was the ruler of East African coast, controlling trade from here to Zanzibar. And then the British were using very sophisticated weapons and everything. So Said was given two options: either to stop the slave trade or face the wrath of the British. So you can be able to see here. This house took the name from a British ship which visited Mombasa in 1824. Officers from the ship were given permission by Captain Owen to conduct the anti-slaving operation from here. So originally the house was owned by Said bin Sultan, the ruler of Zanzibar, the Lieutenant James Emmy, who administered Mombasa within the British Protectorate 824-826, paying the slaves paid freed slave trade to building the tunnel and step leading down to the jetty in 1824. Now we are going to see that. So these are the steps here. You'll be able to see. This is the Leven House built as the ship that docked here 1824, channeled by Captain Owen.
Okay. Now it's a restaurant.
Right now it's not in operation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the place. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely.
Yeah, for those people who are traveling,
Yeah.
and they really want to have a very nice place to sleep,
Okay.
this is my recommendation.
Okay.
Clear Old Town.
Yeah.
Please.
They shouldn't even worry looking for it. They should contact you.
Please contact me.
Okay.
You'll get a very, very good discount.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the paid slaves,
Yeah.
the freed paid slaves
Okay.
that were freed by Sir Emily, instructed by Captain Steps.
Okay.
But they have been renovated because it was falling down. You can be
Okay.
able to tell from down there.
Okay.
They were falling down.
Okay.
So because you see there is a hotel here, a place whereby you can chill, and they want people to be encouraged to
Yeah.
come more.
Yeah.
So they decided to build these steps, renovate them, and build them well.
Okay.
So these are the steps that were built by the freed slaves.
Paid slaves.
Yes.
They built these steps.
Yeah, these steps.
Oh, okay. Is it freed slaves or paid slaves?
Freed, paid slaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they will still be slaves. So it's better you pay them to show that.
To do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So before we go in there is a tunnel,
Okay.
and this tunnel was a tunnel of no return.
Okay.
So
We also have the same in Cape Coast.
the Cape Coast.
Yeah.
So this is the tunnel of no return. And, so in here, there are some clothes that are here, and when they come through here, this was the tunnel of no
Return.
return.
Okay.
So the soldiers would be waiting for them here, and the ships like those ones could be waiting for them here to dock. So this is the old port of Mombasa, and these are the steps that brought the slaves and the soldiers down here.
Okay.
So there is a natural phenomenon that used to happen here.
Okay. I won't show your body, eh? I won't shoot you.
So this is a 6 feet well.
6 feet well.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has fresh water, despite having
Seawater. Salty water.
salty water.
Okay.
So people believe this is a natural phenomenon that no one else can be able to describe.
Describe. Okay.
Yeah, so-
Because if anything, the water should be salty.
Salty.
Okay.
So we can be able to drink this water and wash clothes like he's doing.
Oh, okay.
So what they used to do is the slaves used to fetch water from here, and then they could wash themselves here at this cistern.
Okay.
The cistern is the cistern. So they fetch water from the 6 foot foot
Okay.
well. They shower from here,
Okay.
and then now the soldiers will be waiting for them there
to cut them or to ship them
to ship them to the Euro Western world country. So you have seen there is the steps of no return.
Yeah.
You come down from the step of no return.
Okay.
You come and wash yourself here,
Okay.
and then you are aligned here.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'll find the boats, the ships, big ones like those
You die on the high sea.
on the high sea.
So they were all using the same formula.
Yes. So these were the steps.
Okay.
The boats now could be waiting like that one there.
Okay.
Oh, that one there. There were 2 steps. There is the left side.
But this boat there is still active.
This one is active.
Yeah,
You
but
might
not
be-
for slavery.
not for slaves. Please
Yeah.
don't confuse now. I beg. Don't confuse or don't confuse or this is for maybe spices or fish.
Yeah. Okay.
So please I beg, don't confuse or. So after they do the washing, They do their last bath. There is the tunnel of no return.
Okay.
There is the paid slave steps.
Okay.
Now these are the right hand side steps they will use. Go to the ships. On the left side, go to the ship.
Okay.
And then now we say goodbye
Bye
to Africa. Welcome back to another world that have gone to be enslaved to work as a farm worker.
Okay.
Or maybe
in the plantation or housemaid
or other very things that we cannot mention, that the British and the whatever they used to do with the slaves.
The formula is just like our own. The same no returns, nothing, last bath and all those things.
Yeah, but there was a difference in the rudeness on how they are going to do that.
There will be a little difference somewhere.
Yeah. So this one is now the old port of Mombasa.
Old
port
of Mombasa. Okay.
Yeah, this was the first port that was built in the East African coast.
Okay.
Yeah. When the Oman, the British, the Persians.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. So people, one thing is that when you visit these places, come and learn.
Yeah, come and learn.
Come and learn.
It changes your perspective
on how things change.
You see life in a different way.
And also get to understand where our ancestors have come
from. And the challenges
that
they went through.
So if you sit down and say that you have challenging life,
you don't know what.
Please, you are failing your ancestors.
Yes.
Your ancestors didn't go through all these things to bring you up and
still live a slavery life.
Still live a slavery life.
Yeah.
And emancipate yourself from mental slavery and live your best life.
You can only get this from Samuel _ Traveler.
Yes. Old Town.
So the whole map of Old Town. Okay.
A 72 hectare hectares of land.
Okay.
So that's the total the amount of land that is occupied by Old Town.
Oh, okay.
So we have come from here. We are here right now.
Okay.
So we have used the Mubarak.
Okay.
All the way to Government Square. You have seen. We have gone to the Old Port, the fish market. Yeah. And we have come all this way. We have seen the Laven House and the steps. Now we are here.
Okay.
So one thing is that all these places they don't have a lot of things.
Okay.
So either we go back like this, and then you get to see some other things.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And the Fort Jesus. What is the Fort Jesus for?
Jesus right now. This is the first European building that was constructed by the Portuguese.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go in there and get to see what some of the things that are there.
Okay. Thank you. Because it's UNESCO, this thing, that's why I want to. You say it's a UNESCO.
So with all the preservation that has been done, so the UNESCO World Heritage has named this as a historical place. So it's preserved by UNESCO World Heritage and controlled by Kenya Museum authorities. Yeah, so the people who maintain and give regulations are directed by the Kenya National Museum. Under the Ministry of Culture and culture and stuff. So this one,
balcony.
This type of house or balcony is a typical Mombasa house. And the reason as to why they have covered it like that is to show how a Muslim woman is supposed to dress. It also represents how a Muslim woman is supposed to dress.
Well covered.
How they cover themselves from head to toe. And nobody is supposed to see any body part if you are someone from outside. But maybe the husband or the fiancé is the one that's supposed to see your body. But from outside, no one is supposed to see.
Okay, that's why
Mombasa
is covered from the window top to the down. The balcony.
Mombasa House was built in 1880 by the former custom master of Sultan Zanzibar named Jedwij. This is a fine example of a two-story Mombasa house. I want to show you whereby they say that that's how a woman is supposed to. So the lower part of the balcony is enclosed by a balustrade of wooden board assembled by geometrical patterns, while the upper part is made by mobile wooden shutters with lattice. The balcony is supported by curves wooden blessed influence. Its function is to prevent the intimacy of the family, notably for the woman who should remain hidden from the public view.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. First White House.
This is the White House.
Okay.
And this is the first house that was connected with electricity in Kenya.
The first house.
To be connected with electricity in Kenya.
Why?
It was, this is where the American consulate used to stay.
Okay.
So this is where, the reason the story is called White House, the painting you can be able to see from outside. And the American consulate used to be here. So it was powered by generator.
Yeah.
Later, it was given to the nuns, the virgins.
Okay.
So it had two sections. There's the first section and the second section.
Okay.
So you can come and see. So the name could simply come from the color of the painting, first American consulate. Higher. It was built by the Jivanji Bohran Indian. It was lent to the Church Missionary Society Ladies House and married missionaries or nuns between 1993 and 1904. By 1909, the building was used as the premises of the American firm known as Arnold Cheney, dealing with ivory. So the American consulate between 1905 1918, these were the years when the First World War was happening. It had a very fine curved doors, these ones. And I told you the brass. You can be able to tell now the brass are very big to represent the social status of the house. So these ones were like when you need to, these were the chains to hold the lock. And also you can be able to see they have different deco designs. And up there, those are Arabic words or quotes from the Holy Quran. They mean some things to the people who used to be here. Yes.
And you know the seat of government in America is also called White House.
The White House.
In America. So no wonder they also call
the White House. Also, this is the house that hosted the first American consulate.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This was the second. This was the second section. This is where the nuns, or the unmarried women, used to stay inside. I think these ones are markings that are done by the museum.
A typical Lamudo.
Omando. You'll be able to find them. Most of them you'll be able to find them in Lamu. So we have to go back. So after.
So this was the first police station.
The first police station.
Okay.
After the British declared Kenya as a British protectorate.
Okay.
So they needed a place whereby they could convict and lock in criminals or people who didn't want to go according to their way of things.
Okay.
So this is the first police station.
The first police station.
When you go to the other side, there is the Fort Jesus that acted as a prison one time.
Okay.
So when it started working as a prison, all the prisoners were brought here, and this is where they could be kept. Later, after the gaining of independence, it was taken by someone. Ali opened a curio shop. But after so many years of operation, he opened a hotel or innovate, or I don't know what he wants to do with it. But now it's owned by a white guy.
This one?
Yeah, the whole of this.
The whole, I'm sure one day it will turn into.
So this one is called Ndiaku.
Which
This India Cool.
Indiaco,
India
this
Cool
this
lane.
road, this lane.
He was an Indian. India,
Oh, okay.
India Cool. This was
Oh,
India Cool
okay.
lane.
Indiaco lane.
This was the first police station
So the whole lane was named after him.
after him.
Oh, okay, okay,
Zanzibar.
okay,
Sultan bin Said.
okay,
Who ruled the East African coast.
okay,
Before the British came and he was controlling the trade that was happening in East Africa.
okay.
And then, after he died, his remains were buried here. This
Yeah.
is the graveyard, Mazrui graveyard. Mazrui was the ruler of East Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, before the British. He was the controlled trade of the East African coast.
Okay.
So after he died, his remains were buried here.
Yeah. Okay.
But for the historical purposes, his body was exhumed and preserved in the Fort Jesus Museum.
Oh, okay.
So, and we come to the end of our Old Town trip.
Oh, okay.
So, if you have learned something, please support PKLARBI.
I'll also drop Samuel's link, Samuel Traveler under, so that he's an amazing guy. I just saw him doing this. I decided that anytime I make it to Mombasa, I'll contact him. And here I am today. Believe in yourself that if you want to go anywhere, you can precondition your mind and plan, and it will become a reality.
So also I have a YouTube channel by the name Samuel_Traveler. I do amazing travel content, and if you are planning to visit Kenya and you don't know where to start, please contact me. I will prepare for you an itinerary, take you around, and everything will be sorted. So cheers, have a good time. Adios.
He can even help you when it comes to airport pickups.
Yes,
He can pick you up from the airport so
airport.
that you will not have any challenge.
Any challenges.
Yeah.
So